Hello, everyone, and welcome to a preview of the 2018-19 Northwood University women's basketball team. I'm Travis McCurdy, joined by the head coach in his 15th season, Jeff Curtis. Coach, thanks for joining us, and you're into practice, into preseason. How do you feel like your team is right now?
I like where we're at, considering a lot of new faces on our team, and we really have to break things down. I feel like we're teaching a lot more than we have in years past, which is not necessarily a bad thing. But a lot of young players, a lot of new players to our program, and for where we're at right now, I'm pleased with the effort and the intensity of which we're playing with.
You guys graduated 5 players from a year ago, brought in 7 new faces this year, but you did a foreign tour over the summer, going to the Dominican. And I know you've privately told me how much you think that's helped your progression with trying to install a whole new system for a lot of new players.
Well, the 10 days of practice that we had in the summer was huge, and I think for our freshmen especially, getting acclimated to the speed, the intensity that we like to play with, and all those things, it's such a new game for them. Those 10 practices definitely proved to be beneficial for us. We were probably a little further along than we should be with such a young team right now, so I think that was a huge benefit. We were able to get a couple games in when we were there as well, and get to see players in game action and kind of evaluate where we're at. So we'll see. As of today, I think it was a really good experience for us. I've talked to some other coaches where you worry about them getting a little burned out because they've had to spend those 10 days and then the 6 days when we were gone. So I don't think that's the case right now, but we'll reevaluate that in March.
Looking at your team right now, you do have some veterans back. Your senior class is basically 2 players, Grace Garman and Zakiya Wells, and both those players have been very key players for you in the last couple of years.
They have, and they're great people, great leaders. Really excited to see what happens this senior season for both of them. Along with both Zakiya and Grace, we also have 3 players that are in their 4th year in our program that had red shirts in there. So new players as far as getting game minutes for some of them, but they've been waiting the last 4 years and have been putting in the time in practice and in the off season. So this is hopefully a good opportunity for them to step up and show what they can do.
You had to you're replacing 5 players, but in particular, you had 3 seniors averaging double figures: Maddie Seeley, Lindsay Orwat, and Carly Harrington. And they were all unique players that it's very difficult to individually replace them. So you kind of need to do things a little differently with your new unit this year.
Yeah, both Maddie and Lindsay were so dynamic in the way they could score the basketball, whether it was with a 3-point shot or getting to the rim or in transition. Tough players to replace, certainly. Carly was just a unique player with her size and the ability to score inside and out as well. But I like what we've added to our team. We have Ellie Taylor coming in from St. Louis University, and she's looking very good in practice and doing exactly what I had hoped she would do. Along with that, like I said, the players that have kind of played that reserve role, Annie Stoliker, Mackenzie DeCook, Hunter Vitola, kind of in and out of the starting lineup in years past. Those players have game experience, and I think that goes such a long way with a very young team. So I'm excited about it. It's definitely a new look for us. We'll just see. I mean, the GLIAC's going to be really tough as always, and we'll see what happens.
Looking ahead to the season, I know we've had people watch you guys in the past. Do you expect to be much different than you have been with so many new faces?
We will be a little different. I think we've changed some things of how we're going to play, and maybe just a few things here and there, and a few things defensively. But it's going to be Northwood basketball, and we're going to look to push the ball and transition and play at a high level, and continue doing what we've been doing.
With the freshmen, there's so many of them. It's such a huge adjustment. How have the freshmen handled the transition to the college game so far?
I think well. Luckily for them, the upperclassmen that we do have are doing a great job showing them the lead and helping them out and helping them get through practice, helping them understand how we do things and why. But like most freshmen, there's good days and bad days, and there's days where we feel like we're getting it, and there's days where it's like, oh my goodness. So they're where they should be at this point. I like their effort. I like their attitudes, more importantly, and as long as that continues, we'll be fine.
Well, Coach, really looking forward to it. The season's not too far away. Thanks for joining us, and good luck this season.
Thanks.